Hey guys, Brooke and Laura here with Lawyering Outside the Lines. Today we are talking about something that Laura and I are both pretty much entrenched in this week and have been for some time now, and that's ABA Tech Show. So we're super excited about that. We're a week out today. I'm on the Tech Show planning board and I'm going to be speaking and have some responsibilities there. Laura is speaking several times at Tech Show, and she's also going to be speaking at the Awesome Women of Legal Tech Summit event the day before. So if you're planning to go to Tech Show, definitely look into that. Definitely add that on because it will be worth your time. So let's talk a little bit about the biggest thing that we do each year, which is Tech Show. Like our caption says, this is one of our favorite legal tech conferences. If you haven't ever been before, what is Tech Show? So Tech Show really kind of brands itself on the basis that technology is really becoming fully integrated into the practice of law, into what we do, and we're trying to find ways to embrace that. Our legal work is now really dependent on the use of that technology, whether that's in the office, out of the office, and it also helps us practice more efficiently, to serve our clients more effectively, and to better actually manage our own daily lives. And so ABA Tech Show, it's a place where lawyers, legal professionals, and technology are all coming together. There are going to be attorneys there, non-attorneys. There are going to be people that are in the legal tech space, just all sorts of people who are working together to move the profession forward and create a pretty awesome or different awesome opportunities in the legal space with legal technology and for clients and for lawyers. So it's a 3-day event. Like I said, there's also the Women of Legal Tech Summit that Laura is participating in on the Wednesday before, but the main event is 3 days long, and attendees learn about useful, practical technologies available. There's some cool new tracks this year, a lot of cool sessions, really interactive, really practical how-to. So if you can make it, you don't want to miss that.
Exactly. And we wanted to tell you a little bit about why we go to Tech Show. What do we get out of going to Tech Show? And even before we started speaking there, which this is my first year to speak at the Tech Show main CLE kind of 3-day event. It's not Brooke's first time. She's been doing it for a few years now. But even before she started speaking and I started speaking, we were going there. Flying to Chicago every winter for this unique opportunity in the legal world. Kind of like Brooke mentioned, this is a really good space for being around a bunch of like-minded people. And we're going to talk about there are 3 main reasons that we attend and what we get out of it. First one is education. So this is designed as a CLE event, and it's a lot of CLE hours. If you're needing some CLE hours, then this is an easy way to get it. It's not crazy expensive either for the amount of CLE. For some reason, that's a hard acronym for me today. For the amount of CLE opportunities that you're going to get. And they're really designed to be eye-opening and informative, and everything's tech-focused. Why tech is helpful, not just the tools themselves, but also, and Brooke can talk about this a little bit more, how it's going to help your life and your practice and all that kind of thing. So it's for a virtual law firm like us. We're an entirely virtual law firm. The experience is kind of invaluable to us to be able to see and hear the different perspectives of the legal professionals from all over the country. We get new ideas, new tools to look at. There are all sorts of different reasons that education is very, very helpful for us. Number 2 is networking. This is huge. We all know that networking is, both the awesome and the bane of the existence of everybody. It's just how you get where you want to be in life, is networking and knowing people and them knowing people who will help you with whatever you want to do. So you're really, kind of, I don't want to say stuck, but you're stuck in a place in a hotel with hundreds of people that are attorneys, legal professionals. They're attorneys who maybe do a different job now, and paralegals and things like that are coming together with one goal in mind, and that's to learn how to make their practice or the practice of law in general better by using technology. It's really invaluable to have that kind of mindset going into it and the amount of people and the variety of people, but everybody's got that kind of one goal in mind. Nobody's going there saying, hey, I don't want to learn anything about tech. So if they are, then they're in the wrong place. Number 3 reason that what we get out of it is the vendors. This is such a huge thing for us as a tech-driven law firm. Today is a Tuesday, and in Arkansas here, we just have like our 400th day of rain and gray for 2020 already. So I think everybody's a little bit off here. But we're a tech-driven law firm, and so getting to have those interactions with the vendors, tech is how we make our livelihood. It's how we improve our lifestyles to what we want them to be and still maintain a healthy practice of law. So there are vendor booths set up just like at a lot of conferences, but this one is very different because those vendors know that people are there to learn about the technology. They're not just there because they gave sponsor money. They're surrounded by people who actually really want to learn about how they can improve their practice and their lives and their livelihoods by using the technology. There are, so those booths are going to be set up with some of the latest and greatest, and they're vendors. I was a sales rep for Westlaw for a lot of years, and I understand kind of the mindset of the vendors that are going to be there. Some of them are going to be, salespeople, and a lot of them will be, but you just have to kind of know how to play the game and listen, ask questions, read those flyers they give you kind of beforehand. There's the TECHSHOW app is huge because it'll give those explanations of who the vendors are, so you know who to target, who do you want to go actually speak. Brooke and I sit down before the conference starts and we actually make a list of, we tag favorite the different vendor booths that we want to go look at because maybe we're interested in learning about a new document assembly tool or something like that. So, don't get intimidated by the fact that there's sales reps there. Go learn. Yep. Ask questions, but be okay with moving along when you're ready to move along. Don't feel pressure to do anything or buy anything right there. Everybody's going to have a deal, but they're going to have that deal other times as well. Do your research, listen to them. But the vendors are a huge way. I mean, we've hired several of the vendors that we have met at TECHSHOW, and they have improved the way that we practice law. So big things are the education, the networking, and the vendors to learn about the new technology.
Right, absolutely. And I was just thinking about every time we go to TECHSHOW or to a conference, there are a lot of different vendors set up for billable hours. And as you know, if you've watched us, we do not do billable hours. So we very quickly walk by. We're like, thank you so very much. We're not going to talk to you. Like, we just keep going. They try to talk to us and not to be rude, but we don't waste your time either. So definitely, don't feel bad to just move along, like Laura said. And then I was laughing too, because I was thinking about 2 years ago, Laura and I went to TECHSHOW, and we usually spend at least half a day, if not more, in the vendor hall. And we found they had somebody set up with some like little massage gadgets. and Laura and I were just ready to invest a bunch of money into some massage things. And then we came to our senses because we were just really tired by the end of the day. So there's actually a large variety of things. There's a bookstore in there, so you can check out some of the latest ABA books from the Law Practice Division. So there's a lot of cool things in the expo hall. That's one of my favorite things too. But why do we think that you should go to TECHSHOW? So pretty much all those things that Laura just mentioned. We can't. Our law firm is located here in Arkansas, which, as you know, is pretty rural and demographically kind of isolated jurisdiction. So even if you live out in California or New York, you may be kind of isolated in your town or country. And so it's nice to be able to reach out to a community that kind of has some of the same passions and similar interests as you, and see how, people are doing things other places. Also, our profession is one that doesn't necessarily embrace change very easily. It's why we started actually going to TECHSHOW in the first place, to be around those like-minded professionals who really understand, what I'm doing, instead of telling me that I had to do things the way that they had always been done before. So that's really great too. You really make those connections, and we have some really strong relationships with other attorneys just all across the nation that we have met, interacted with, spoken with, whatever, at TECHSHOW. And so that's another reason too, is those connections. But plus, who doesn't want to go to Chicago in February? so cold. The first time I went, I wore like 15 pairs of clothes because I didn't know what I was supposed to dress like, because everybody told me it was going to be so cold, and it was unseasonably warm, and so it was extremely hot. But we're hoping for no nasty weather when we fly out next Tuesday. Next year, we're actually going to have Tech Show moved back to closer to St. Patrick's Day, which is when it originally kind of usually was. So it'll be a little bit warmer in 2021. So we will be back the first week of March. Like I said, next week we'll be on a plane during our live show, so we won't be here. We may be popping in and out, showing you some cool things throughout the week, but we will be back here with some more lawyering outside the lines the very first week in March. Thanks, guys. Bye.